It's called a tornado. You get them at your local petrol station. They are quite delectable. I have to study the price though. I'm pretty sure I'm eating the one for $1. The first one cost more for some reason. So I'm eating the second one first. I mean, come on. If you don't have much to eat and you have a tornado, be happy you have a tornado. If you don't like tornadoes, and all you have is tornadoes, it looks like you're eating tornadoes. I'll share, sure. You want some barbecue sauce on it too? Here's what I do. There you go. You can have a rest. It's okay. I had the bites. The bites were good. You can have it, really. Man, we'll figure it out. How do you put it? They call it a tornado. If you don't have much to eat and you have a tornado, be happy you have a tornado. Now, if you don't like tornadoes and all you have is tornadoes, looks like you're eating tornadoes. Just put that bad boy in your mouth and let your taste buds decide. Pardon me. Good barbecue sauce. You want one? Here, you can have a rush. I had some. Really? You can have it. How would we? It's barbecue sauce. It's okay. I could have better. I think I had some Jamaican jerk somewhere, but Herb, hey Herb, are you from Jamaica? I don't even know why I'm here. But either way, this has been another Preacher Max moment in time. It's a tornado. Want some? I gotta go. Bye. So the whole trick. If it is a trick, the secret is to get them to listen to your silence. To get them to listen to your silence. You did good. That's what Eckhart Tolle was talking about. Silence between words. I don't know if I can take it. Don't know if I will make it out down this road before. Silence speaks. volumes.
I've been down the road long before. I've been down the road long before. Now
It's been minutes since you've done your last one. Get busy. Go do something. This is going to drive you crazy, isn't it? Not knowing what people are thinking. You didn't know what they were thinking. Hey, same argument. Okay, go brush your damn hair. What's up with you? Hey, Keith's dead now. Okay? You're going to have a memorial service. Scatter him to whence he came. But make no mistake, Preacher Max rules.
breathing in, breathing out, is that the way to live? I have my doubts. I've been down this road before. I've been down this road before. I've been down this lonely road long before. I don't know if I can take it. I don't know if I can make it out and down.
I guess I need to slow down a little bit. Just as a reminder, I'm trying to memorialize my memories, probably out of fear. I've got the defibrillator operation coming up, and not quite sure what's going to happen. So if something does, either I want to be able to, watch it from the bed, maybe some of my memories, or maybe somebody can remember me, because isn't that what man really wants most, is to be remembered? Methinks. So just keep it in mind uh, why you're doing it. Now, just as a status update, I'm not sure. They don't know if they can help me or not. They say that a defibrillator can either kill you or keep you. And I don't know. I don't even know if I want it. I mean, I'm a cyborg anyway. I've got 3 implants, 4 implants. I don't know. 2 of them are mechanical and 2 of them are electrical. I'm sure you've noticed my cyborg eye. That's right. All right. Just remember whatever the hell it is you did this for. See? That's why you do it. Ciao, baby. chill. And now it's time for a quick break and have our nightly, if you don't eat very often or very much, eat grandly. Today, what we have is an apple. Now, you know how I say, if you don't have very much, but you have an apple, hey, you've got an apple, right? If you don't like apples, and all you have is apples, looks like you're eating apples. This apple, however, is mine. Okay, you can have it. I can't stand to see somebody drool. No, you can have it. But you got to know, I did take a bite out of it. I mean, would this help your thought process? Would that help? There, now it is mine, right? It's hard to eat. Because I've got such a small mouth. There's not enough room in there. Man, you know what? I think Herb could help this. Yeah, maybe Herb could learn from this. We'll figure it out. It's been a Preach Max. Eating grandly. And a quick break for the segment Something's Burning and I Don't Smoke. For the segment, forget it. Let's do this again. Some of the time. This has been a Preacher Max Fire! Okay, since you found a pen and you don't know where everything is, and just think about this, got to remind yourself the first thing that you, not the first thing that you saw, remember the image that you came away from with, after the stroke, the image that you came away from, remember, it was that circle and that line going through it. Remember this. You have to remember this because you couldn't figure it out. You couldn't figure out what that was. Remember? Come on, I know it. Come on, tell me. What is that? You know, come on. It's pie. Come on, you know this. Yeah, I know it was an image you saw, but you figured it out. The relationship between the diameter of a circle and its circumference is pi. Duh. Everybody knows that. You just had to figure it out from the image. That's all. But you got it. That's not a universal image for pi. But here's the rub that, I don't care. Time is time. Things have already happened everywhere. So, well, there's an ending to pi. People think that it's infinite. It isn't. There is an ending to pi, and they will find it soon. I don't know when, but they'll find it. And people will go, ooh, and then they'll start thinking about, prime numbers. They'll start thinking, well, maybe prime numbers has an end. I hope this isn't an auto-suggestion or anything, but the supercomputers, even, they're going to search so far, it's going to be so far apart that they're going to say, we found the end of pi. I mean, to the end of pi, yeah, but prime numbers. We found an end of prime numbers because it's all far. You know what the next number is that they don't find? It's 1. It's kind of funny, isn't it? Anyway, don't forget that. I don't know what I'll call this. Oh, yeah, throw them off. Crazy guy talks about universal nothing. He's just blabbering. It's been another Preacher Max moment in uh-oh. Ciao. You're on a roll with these memories, so keep them going. Your favorite quote of a dead president. Favorite dead president quote would be as follows. Courage is not having the strength to go on. However, it's going on when you don't have the strength. Franklin Delano Roosevelt, your favorite dead president quote. Another Preacher Max memorializing his mind. Ciao. One of your favorite references in television that you should remember is the first time that a television show did not have a commercial at the end of it between the two sitcoms side by side that had no commercial break, that ended one and started the other immediately. The first two shows to do that maybe I shouldn't say. Maybe somebody's listening. Okay, just say it. It was between Roseanne and Tom. I noticed it, but I was in film school at the time. And so I noticed everything. I couldn't watch films for years. I mean, I'm in the movie Blink. If you blink, you miss me. But I didn't see that for 5 years. But okay, you'll talk about that later, I'm sure. You'll remind yourself. You know you will. Oh, yes, you will. Oh, sure. If you're saying right now, what the hell is he talking about? Then, you know, you're a Glenn Campbell wannabe. So, focus. You're giving memories. Remember, what's this one called? Come on. This is a quiz. I'm glad you have fun losing your mind. Let's talk to the other guys, see how they feel. All right. Whatever the hell this was about, I actually forgot. Oh, Roseanne, Tom. How can you forget those two? This has been another Preacher Max mind explosion. Ciao, baby. Note to you, your favorite film shot is what you call, or what you've known to be, the zoom in, dolly out. That is your favorite film shot. Zoom in, dolly out. Remember that. You're going to need it. As reference, the first time you saw it was in 1975 when you saw Jaws with your father, Leroy, and your brother, George. It's when Chief Brody is on the beach. He couldn't close down the beach because of the holiday, and he knew the shark was in the water. And when somebody yelled shark or whatever it was, he was sitting on the beach, and the zooming was coming in at the same time that the dolly was going out, where the background was getting a little bit bigger. So sometimes if you time it right, Richard, you can keep things the same size, and people may not know what that effect is because you're not giving them the indication that you figured it out on. So that's something that you need to think about later. This is for your reference. You put it on Facebook so that you can get to it easily if you can't work this stuff. So don't listen to other people. Just do what you have to do. and keep doing it because you're going in a direction. You'll get there. So just remember that favorite film shot. You're going to need it from what you're thinking about, but don't describe that now. So, good. This has been another Preacher Max moment in his own mind. Ciao. Here I'm eating again. Oh, I better watch my appearance. Somebody said something about forget about the way a man looks. Okay. Guess I never really considered it. But hey, I think I figured something out. Product placement doesn't work. You know, there was a movie, Return of the Killer Tomatoes. George Clooney, Anthony Stark. He's from Antioch, Illinois. Good actor. He was in a James Bond film too. Got shot. But that movie, Return of the Rotten Tomatoes, whatever I said before. Yeah, that was the first movie I've seen product placement. I mean, I think it was Pepsi or something, you know. George Clooney was, you know, they ran on movie, they ran on money for the movie. So you stop the movie and then you can see they call it breaking proscenium, where you can see behind the camera. Very clever. Very clever. But I post, you know, Raisin Bran, Coke Zero. Look, it's empty. I posted it yesterday. Nothing. Huh. Well, it was a shot in the dark anyway. I like Coke Zero. Raisin Bran's been good to me. So at the very least, only a 2-minute max. Look, you guys are getting off easy. Maybe I should waste some ones and zeros again. Okay. 20 seconds of ones and zeros. Let's see how many go by. Woo, doggy. Oh, man. Ah. Whoa. I'm going to cut that short. Man, who needs drugs? Do this. Whoa. Don't want to do that too many times. Hey. I know it's a different bowl. Jeez. I have more than one. So far. Job, baby. I'll dress up next time, okay? So you all know that my focus is only at 20 to 30 minutes every task. So I have to go from one task to the other. And I've got to, you know, jolt myself, and that's what, you know, my new friend Herb, boy, he makes some really good olives. I won't do it to you. It's not pretty. But, oh, there was a story I had to tell. I'm in this voice and all. Tasks. Next task. 20 to 30 minutes. Actually, it looks like it's only at about 30 seconds. Oh, goodness. I know I'll get it, but I don't know if I'm wasting. Well, you can't say wasting tape anymore, can you? I'm wasting ones and zeros. Heck, I can waste all the ones and zeros I want. Matter of fact, let's let a few go by right now. Ooh, boy, those are fast. This is another Preacher Max moment, isn't it? Crap. Oh well, these are the things I have to let slide off my back. And then as soon as I turn this thing off, I'll think of it. Wait. Nope, that didn't help. I'm selling Ted's book, and I had to take a break. Now I'm trying to think. Boy, I wish I could like blame this on drugs or something, you know? Oh, wait, maybe I can. Yeah, past behavior. And actually, Dr. McGraw says, when I was going through my stroke recovery and I was a little baby duck listening to him, he had said that the best indication of future behavior is past behavior. And there was a while there, I was mad at him. And then he changed it. He said, I don't know, I didn't put any waves through the air or anything, I think. But he changed it to the best indication of future behavior is relevant past behavior. Thanks, Phil. That didn't help me much at the time because it worked against me a little bit. But hey, I was working against me. So I was my worst, best enemy. God, I hope I get to talk to that guy before either one of us croaks. Well, I don't know where the heck this was going. Don't know where it ended up either. Except that I love Dr. McGraw. This I know. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. I guess my break is over. Time to go to the next task. I don't have my iWatch on. It won't tell me. I lost it. Ciao.
I may not be a smart man, but I know what love is. Okay, a poor Forrest Gump, but it seems that I have a little bit of a Forrest Gump life. That's one of the reasons why I also do these stories. Okay, Forrest Gump story number 1. We'll call it that anyway. All right, down in Tampa, I was building a building in 1985 or 86. It was a research and development building for an invention that could potentially help consumers. And well, that's what I found out anyway. But my curiosity, I was young, 26 or so, and I had 12 guys working under me. I was a working foreman, so I was building the building from the foundation to the ridge. And so I asked, and it was being run by ladies. And in the mid 80s, ladies are strong. They're starting to come into their own, or whatever your definition is in your society, because I don't want to judge that. But I asked her, what are you researching and developing? And she said, well, it's a thing called an attendantless gas pump. Really? What's that? And she said, well, this is how it works. We're making it, or we're going to develop it further. The ideas are there, but you put money into it, or you put your credit card into it, and it will turn the gas pump on you so that you can pump the gas yourself. So that's why we call it the attendantless gas pump. Okay, really? Nobody's going to pump my gas for me? I'm still going to pay for it? I'm used to having that service. And you know what? When I got a credit card, I kind of like bought everything I could see. So gas was not in that budget. So I don't know how that's going to help me, but good luck with that. Maybe I should have invested. Okay. My good looks weren't enough to invest. Yeah, I know. You have to think you're good looking, or nobody else will. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. there'll be more Forrest Gump stories. There's a lot. Ciao, baby. I know, right? Hey, I think you should trust like you feel. Gonna have to figure that one out. So I guess I'm on this animal kick. So I got to get this another one out that I'm thinking of. When I was younger, I used to live by the Illinois Beach State Park, and we'd go there a lot. But as I became a responsible adult, might be still waiting for that to happen, but I was down there and I had this little, I don't know, RV or whatever the hell it was. My mother owned it. I borrowed it. But I was down there and I was getting ready for a party. You know, you got to get ready for your party. So I, I had these potatoes and you cut them in half and you put, you know, a slab of butter on there and some onions and you put it back together and you wrap it like 3 times with different, you know, with tin foil, throw it in the fire. And when somebody wants a delectable taste of a starchy product, you could point at the fire and say, get it yourself. But anyway, as I'm preparing, you know, I have a cooler on the picnic table. Never understood that word. Y'all humans have got way too much weight on words, but it's a cool word. Picnic table. And I had a cooler on there that had the beer in it. Of course, it had to be within arm's reach, but that's where the butter was too, right? Anyway, so this parrot, Illinois, northeastern corner of Illinois, a parrot, a very colorful parrot, landed on my cooler within arm's reach. And so I was like, hello, buddy. How you wait, what's wrong? It's okay. And I put my hand on the cooler and it backed away, of course. And I said, hey, it's okay. I don't care what you do. I'm just going to leave my hand here for a while. Do you mind? And it came up and it got on my hand and traveled up my arm. This is the first time I've ever had long hair, so I didn't have long hair. And it got on my neck and it nuzzled itself up against my ear. And it closed its eyes and it started to purr. And I was being very careful to be quiet and not move. Suddenly, and this lady walks up and she said, is that your bird? No, I don't think he belongs to anybody. She goes, well, I've been trying to catch him for an hour. Is that why he's so tired? Why'd you do that? Well, because I figured he's somebody's pet, and I just wanted to get him contained. I said, did you see his wings? They're completely grown out. They're not clipped. They're not meant not to fly. They're meant to fly. So, what? She goes, do you think we should put him in your RV? No. What? He's okay. I think the problem here is you. Me? I'm just trying to help. Who? Who are you trying to help? The bird? Don't you think the bird knows better than you do on what's best for it? Okay. Thanks for coming by. And so about 10 minutes later, the parrot woke up, kind of came up and gave me this peck on the cheek and flew up through the trees, never to be seen again. And so the moral of the story is there doesn't have to be a moral to the story. It can just be a story. But being a true story makes it even better for me, because I don't care if anybody believes me. You know that about me by now.
you know, these memories are for me so that I remember them because I remember that parrot. And it's kind of associated to me because I start thinking about, you know, spirituality. Well, this bird did come out of the sky and it did light upon me. And it was good. Now, if there's a religious reference there, that's yours. Mine is life. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. Have a great day. When I speak of animals, I get a little, I don't want to say emotional, I want to say a fond feeling of, you know, closeness for some reason. So I wanted to mention something real quick before I go get dressed, is animals in captivity. Some of them are really happy. I have to tell you, I witnessed it. I mean, you know, when I think of Jungle Land Zoo, you know, some people thought it wasn't the best place for these animals, but I do. I mean, they were well taken care of and happy. Boy, were they happy. But there was this one elephant at a circus that I had taken my young daughter to, who was riding on the elephant. And I'm an empath. I know what not only people might be feeling, but animals. And so I had steadied the animal so that my daughter could be placed up there. It could usually carry like 10 children, but it was a special show and she had the animal to herself. But I'm looking into the eye of this huge, beautiful animal. And she's looking at me. It happens to me a lot with animals. She was so sad. She had been without her family for so long that she didn't remember what they looked like. The feeling was there. Oh. These emotions are real. I can't hide from them. I can only identify them, give them a name, accept them, either let them pass through my consciousness or hang on to them for dear life. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. This isn't a roller coaster. It's just me having fond memories of very beautiful, beautiful existences that surround us. So when these stories are flowing, they're flowing. Let me tell you about Nala the lion. If you're from the Orlando area, you probably know of her. She escaped from the Jungle Land Zoo 10, 15 years ago, whatever, during a hurricane, and her owner, Mr. Calabrese, or Calabrese, whichever way you say it, was beside himself because he raised that lion from, you know, a cub, and you know, you have a special relationship with your animals. It doesn't matter what type of animal it is. And so he went out into the surrounding woods that was flooded with a boat and found her on a dry patch and brought her back. But the fond memory that I have
is when another hurricane was coming up 5 years later or something. They didn't want this story to happen again because Nala had, you know, broken out of her cage because she was going to die. I mean, it was filling up. So we had to transfer her over to, and this is just another division of a company that I was associated with, the Jungle Land Zoo. It's closed now, but they had a lot of, you know, construction that was done by a division that I was associated with. So we had to move Nala into a portable so that she would be safe and we would be too. Although she's very sweet if you had the personality of somebody that wasn't a veterinarian, because she did not like that man. He had to dart her, you know, to get her sedated so that we could carry her. And he did. She didn't like it. She went down. We went in. I got to carry the tail end of Nala the lion. Oh, it was beautiful. We didn't have a stretcher, so we used an extension ladder, you know, one part of it. And we put her on there, and I'm holding the tail, and I'm boo, 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 on my face a little bit, you know. And then she starts to like, a little bit. We were trying to get over a fence. Lions are heavy. She farted in my face. The bitch. And we got her over and she's starting to rouse. She's starting to come around. She looked at me. I mean, I wasn't just at the tail end. I was kind of going back and forth. You know, when you got a fence involved, you got to go forward, back, forward. And she opened her eyes and she looked at me and kind of focused a little bit. I was like, and then I saw a tooth. Was that a smile? So I said, Mr. Veterinarian, oh, look, I got some wild hairs. I'm wild. Mr. Veterinarian, how long does that dart last? He said, oh, about 15 minutes. You can't have them sedated for too long because it's dangerous to their life. I said, yes, but it's been 25 minutes. Isn't it dangerous to our life? And he said, no, I need her to come around so I can look at her teeth. And she's going, the veterinarian I hate. Yes, we got this great big growl from Nala the lion. And so isn't that an analogy for life? If you don't like somebody, growl. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. I'm having a good day, aren't I? Ciao, baby. I'm still a bit disheveled, but I just had a thought that's, I think, pretty cool. You know, truth is my deal, but, you know, reporters, they've got something to do. They have a goal. They've got to get the story. So when you got a popular person in the news and they start getting swarmed by reporters, they get a little bit overwhelmed. And so they, you know, act accordingly. I mean, come on, this is the human condition. So, and being real means, you know, talk about facts. And so this is the way I imagine I would do things if ever I was popular. If a bunch of people had questions for you and they come up and they're all crowding around, you know, doing the things that I've seen in my mind in the past. I watch TV sometimes, but yeah. So anyway, you got all these people yelling questions at you. And you can't handle it because they're asking you questions that are rude. Rude. Come on, people. Remember what I said about it? If you know, I asked, we'll turn it around. If I asked you the same question about your life that you're asking me, would you be offended? But what I would do is I would talk to the whole group of people and say, okay, who's the most popular reporter here? And I wouldn't listen to the reporters. Everybody, okay, get the most popular guy over here. All right. Who's the most unpopular? Who's the biggest reporting agency and who's the smallest? And then I would take them aside and say, hey, do you have a phone with a video? Okay, start them up. Get your cameras and all that crap out of here because we're going to be real, right? I mean, if you want to ask me a question, we're going to be real. So I would pull them over and say, who's got a tailgate? We need a tailgate. Pull it down and then sit in the middle and put most popular on one side and the smallest one on the other and say, okay, start up your phones. Start up your cameras. Now, go ahead and ask me your questions. If you have a relevant question that isn't rude, and we're talking like people, that you wouldn't mind being asked of yourself, I'll answer your question. Now, if you're rude and you don't respect even the tailgate that I'm sitting on, I'll turn away from you and ask that person if they have anything relevant to ask me. No? You got anything else? No? Okay. Who do you people like? That's what I did. Give me somebody that, no, you people, you screwed up. Hey, I've got nothing bad to say about you other than your bosses probably won't be too happy. So, okay, next one. Look, if you don't react to their obvious attempts at getting a rise out of you, and you can think, then maybe, just maybe, we can get a little order around us so that we can think clearly, identify the problems, find possible solutions, weigh them out, see what's best for the people, not for the people speaking for the people, or so they think. Let's get real. Why not? It just makes sense. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time and my observations. I like this voice. Ciao, baby. Hey, I have to do these when I think of them. Oops. How dare you look at my chest. I kind of understand something. I can't worry about what I look like in this vessel when I have this feeling. I've been kind of guarded lately because, well, I mean, I'm doing my last final exposure to my ex-wife, and I hadn't seen her in 5 months. So maybe that's why I'm a bit disheveled in my mind. But the feeling of when somebody's, I believe I'm here to study the human condition. So I do. But not sleeping and having a mental situation. I don't believe in split personality. I believe my personality split in order to make myself, I don't want to say comforted, but maybe that is a relevant word, to protect myself from either that vein of things or whatever. But the sleep thing, I mean, I was getting either 2 hours of sleep. My average is 4. I'm trying to work on that, but it's hard to let myself down to that level because it's a guarded thing. That's my point here on the human condition, is that when you got people out on the street, I remember I remember when I was in the Army, also on, when you had to go out in the field, you're guarded. It's the same thing. That's guarded. I guess that's the name of this one, guarded, because you can't let yourself sleep. If there's something going on mentally, it's really hard to sleep. I mean, there's medications, sure, but
Like I always say, I would rather feel pain and know that I'm alive than be numb and wonder. I just can't do that anymore. So um, I'd rather be disheveled. So if you see somebody that's, talking to themselves, I'm good at that. Or, not hurting anybody, not hating anybody, maybe you can, maybe that good word is enough. I'm not expecting you to save somebody. And just, I've seen a lot of things lately about mental health on you all's pages. Now, since I've been doing this, I've been getting almost no responses. You all ran. I'm sure maybe I overloaded your homepage and you had to unfollow me. That's fine. And I said, go ahead and defriend me. But man, I didn't think y'all would just bail. Sure, I'm weird. Have I hurt anybody? Have I said anything specifically bad about anybody except other than behavior? No. Call me out if I have. Dare you. I'll confess it if it's true. People don't like to talk real. They just don't. Yeah. That's why I say, go to church and let God see you for an hour. Theology. I need to talk to some experts. Theology, physics. There's some stuff I just need to ask them. I ain't nobody. I just somebody with a bunch of stuff in his head that needs to get it out. So once I get a little further away from my ex-wife, and those emotions, I feel that I can, integrate all of my people together. So I don't know. I slept last night, I guess, in a couple different shifts for like 3 or 4 hours, and then 3 or 4 hours. I passed out. So that's where I was thinking about this whole guarded thing, because I slept pretty good because I'm finally starting to feel a little better here. Safer. Maybe that's the key. Safety. If you don't know that you're safe, then you can't sleep deeper. I think I'm going to go with that one. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time and my observations. Have a great today. I'm working on it. Damn, Herb. What did you do to me, Herb? More. I need more. Must have been another Preacher Max moment. And time. I had to get up. I was thinking about these things. I don't even know what Herb looks like. Open that like that. Ooh, dogger. Damn, Herb. The hell did you learn how to grow olives? How'd you get them all to get different colors? Oh, the black one. The cherry. Okay, I will. I'm just contemplating. Just do it. Okay. My goodness. I didn't get it before. Herb explained it to me. Ooh. Ciao, baby.
You know, fun is fun, and I play with my personalities, of course. But there was a point I was going to make, and it has evaded me. It was a good point. I remember it now. I surprised myself a little bit with the fact that I know that if I don't accept all possibilities, all of them, then my truth isn't. Let me explain. Okay, the extreme example. What if my mind made up everything that I think has happened in the last 6 months? What if it made it all up? What if it's not true? What if I have delusions of grandeur? What if I'm a megalomaniac? It's a possibility, isn't it? It has to be, because if it's not a possibility, then what I believe can't be. You might think that I produce a lot of quandaries upon myself. I don't think so. At least if somebody had a better, I don't want to say argument because I don't like that word, a better explanation, because that's what I'm about now. I don't give excuses if I can. It's either explanations or confessions. So you all have heard, both. And maybe some excuses, because it has to be in the realm of possibilities, right? I mean, it really sucks to think this way sometimes, but it's kind of fun, really, too. Well, let's leave it at that. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time to go to bed. Have a great day. Ciao, baby.
Like I say, if you don't eat very often, or you don't have much to eat, you should make it grand. Now I should be in a little better attire, but I couldn't wait. I just had to get to my olives that I was talking about earlier. And I'm hungry, so we're going to skip a little formalities. We should, however, thank our Maker. So, if you don't mind. Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all have Porsches. I must make. Amen. There, that works. I heard that one once. I liked it. So, you have to be very careful when you open these packages, because I find that they do not have the tab. So you have to use a sharp instrument. And for the younger folks out there, I must tell you that, ask your mother, father, guardian, auntie, uncle, Grammy, Grampy, whatever, to help you. And if I had any of those people here, I would ask them to help me. I'm not going to run with it, I promise. So, I have here a gravy boat to save the juice or just to make sure something doesn't go wrong. And of course, I have my trusty dusty bowl and my utensil. Grand, I'm telling you. And you should set things up. I mean, I have my circle of friends you should always have with you, and the lovely music, the cello, and you should try to play something that you recorded. And so I like to play, the cello I recorded in Rome, of course. Now, let's get down to the main feast, shall we? Okay, here we go. I told you could watch the air get in there, didn't I? Here we go. Boop. Okay, remember, you should always retract your knife before you put it down. That way you know it's retracted. Almost like statements. You can't retract those, can you? Once you say it, you've said it. So, we got it open. Now, I'm going to take my gravy boat here, and we're going to not do it on camera because that would be unwise. There we go. Oh, can't put them all in there. That's okay. But we have a smorgasbord of olives. My good. Herb did a very good job. Wow, it smells like he lives in there. Hey, that's nice. Okay, so I'll put you away, don't worry. So now we'll take our gravy boat and we shall serve. 1, 2, 3. Of course, we know that's how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. I remember those. Oh, also, you should have a fine beverage with you. I figured things should be on an equal basis. So, Coca-Cola Zero. Same amount of brain cells. Might as well be on an equal basement. Basement? Sure, we'll go there. Coca-Cola Zero for those with no brain cells. I'll open it later. Let's get to our main feast and wrap this thing up. So, we know that we have our olives. Now, if you don't have much food, but you have olives, you should be happy that you have olives, correct? Now, if you don't like olives, and you don't have anything else, it looks like you're going to eat olives, right? Well, I mean, put that bad boy in your mouth and let your taste buds judge. So let's do that. Wow, they look different. There's one that's green. They all look a little shriveled too. Well, let's take this one. I've never seen this one before in life that I remember, although it looks familiar from my travels in Italy. It is this one right here. It looks like a grape. No, it looks like a cherry. So I'm expecting this sweet cherry. See, I told you, if you don't like olives, it's a cherry. Just put the cherry in your mouth. Bon appetit, as they said. Oh my. No. Who does that? My goodness. Such a delectable taste. And it comes, Herb must have put that in there. I still don't see where Herb comes into this, but hey, I guess that's a story for another day. We've enjoyed it. Oh, you know what? I got dessert. I have a fig Newton around here somewhere. I'm going to find that bad boy. It's not going to go to waste. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time and my observations. Have a great day, and remember, wash behind your ears. Would you brush your teeth, please, without asking? Wouldn't that be a nice gift? And take your dishes to the sink or the dishwasher. Hey, they used to call me a dishwasher when I was your age, so be happy that all you have to do is put it in there. Ciao. So before I take a shower, I want to figure out what to have for dinner, right? So I'm going through my cupboard, and I like different tastes and stuff now. I got to try them, because if you don't try new stuff, then what good are taste buds? So I want to, I know I used to like olives, but I think if you're going to have olives, they should come with no air around them. You shouldn't have any air around them at all. I guess this is the good stuff. And they should be from Marion. Marion. I don't remember what that word is. Can you tell me? If you just tell me the... Marinated. It's marinated. Hey, man, sometimes it takes me a minute. But I get it. I mean, heck, I didn't have a vocabulary 6 months ago. With lemon, and I guess Herb made it. It comes with herb. So lemon and herb. Whatever that means. But I'll show you later. I mean, because I got to take a shower and everything. But I'll even open it in front of you so that we can watch the air go around it together. I might just need a hobby or something. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. I'm getting hungry. Ciao, baby. Now I'd like to introduce you to a friend of mine. Now, he doesn't say much. He really doesn't. Matter of fact, he only talks to me. So you can't hear him. Well, you might think this is a little weird, but I'm just going to bring that. Yeah, come on. Yeah, well, watch your head. There you go. Just come on in, Harvey. Yeah. I think you're going to have to sit on the floor. Yeah, I can't really see you, and well, they can't see you either. Okay, at least now I can see you. Thank you. But much better. Yeah, you're a handsome bunny, rabbit. Well, I'm not quite sure what he's used to be called. What rabbit. So it's Mr. Rabbit. All right. What? Oh, Harvey's got another appointment. I guess I talk a little bit too much, and that all started with what? Oh, he's got to go. I forgot. So, thank you. Yes, and yeah, watch your head. I know. Is that what the welt is from? Right. Okay. Huh? Bye. Dumb bunny. Well, this has been another
What has this been? You, you can tell me. Sure, sure. I've heard it all before. Really? Ah, you're a good guy. Hey, another Preacher Max moment in time. And our observations. Have a great day. Ciao, baby. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Button. Where's the button? Ciao. So I was thinking about was, I don't really watch the news. I pop in and out, and there's that whole ad nauseum thing that I try to avoid. But there's something that I was, I think too much anyway. But what happens if like North Korea decides to have like a nuclear war or something with us? I mean, will someone come knock on my door if there's like bombs coming or something? Is that still a thing? I don't know. I can't watch your crap. I mean, my focus has got to be on other things. I mean, it just has to be. I can't handle the confusion of the world. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just think we need to focus on each other rather than what someone else is doing. But and ourselves. I mean, of course, we have to look at ourselves first, because that's the only way we can change, is if we observe our own behavior, how we treat other people, see how we treat other people. Matter of fact, here's a good test. Imagine this. If the person you're talking to, and say you're talking sternly, the person that you're talking to, okay, whatever it is that you're saying, you're observing your behavior, remember. So what you're saying to the person, if that person said the same exact thing to you, would you be offended? I bet you would. I know I would. That's why I learned it, because I looked outside myself and watched and went, wow, if she had said that to me, I'd have blown up. Crap. What's going on with me? Well, other than the obvious. Okay, well, I'll work on that. Why? Because I have to look at my life first. How can I help other people if I don't look at my life first? Okay, simple. Seems to be simple. I might have a simple mind. Okay, I do have a simple mind, and I like it. So I hope you like it too. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time, and my observations. Have a great today. Ciao. Oh, looking down. And then looking up. Hey, life is amazing. I know y'all think I'm crazy and everything, but let me tell you what crazy is. Crazy is when you spend your time criticizing and judging others. Think about it. What? Okay, this is what I do. When I hear somebody going off about something in the world that really doesn't matter in their life, it doesn't matter whether or not the light turns on isn't dependent on whatever it is that they're letting the confusion of the world get to them. Their fogginess kind of just doesn't let things be clear. So people are criticizing, complaining about either the world or a situation or whatever. The country is going into the hell in handbasket. What? I thought we were doing pretty good. I mean, I remember, I think, I mean, I do know how to read somewhat, and I can look at pictures and videos. We weren't in too good a shape a little while ago. I might be a little impartial because Donald is a builder. The dude is, have you read his book, The Art of the Deal? I mean, the first time that he sat down with President I can't, I can't say that word at the moment, but the president of China said, the art of the deal. Yeah, well, what's the thing that anybody that's on the other side of the argument would do is pick up that book and read it because you want to know what your enemies are thinking, right? Isn't that the art of war? So y'all might think I'm not intelligent or anything. I mean, my IQ is still 142. I'm just crazy. So what I do is when people really want to judge, I have to examine them first. Let's look at your life and see how qualified you are to judge other people. Yeah? Are you taking care of your life? Let's see what you're doing. Who are you helping? Are you helping anybody? Well, hey, that homeless guy, you might give him a good word, maybe $1. But hey, if somebody might have a mental situation or a mental problem that they're working through, what is it that I say? Work the problem, not vice versa. So that's what you're witnessing. But when I see you judging me for trying to grow and learn and be better and try and understand this world and the universe and why we're here, I can tell you why we're here. It's so that our soul can come more fully into this dimension. It doesn't give a crap about your vessel. Does a butterfly care about the caterpillar? Well, the butterfly is the caterpillar, but the cocoon, that's what's left behind. Don't worry about your cocoon so much. Take care of each other. If you see somebody that's got, a little bit of mental problems, try and understand and help them. Don't judge them. Get off your high horse. Come down. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. Obviously, my observations. Have a great today. I will. Ciao. Trying to hit the button. You must always know that if you're going to be professional, you must look the part. So if you're going to go on an interview, you should primp yourself. You should make yourself of the world. So, serious times require serious measures. Hey, people think you're crazy. Okay. And? Anybody else? I'm not crazy. I just have fun. And people go, "Ooh, he's crazy." Yeah, you want to see crazy? Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Yep, it's good to be alive, especially when you know how to use things after 57 years. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. In time. No. Bye. Looks like it, but I didn't really cry. Well, I cried reviewing my own video blog. It was real, and it's still here. This is a feeling that I'm not sure I like. Well, okay, wait a minute. I'll be very sure. I do not like this feeling. Here, I'm trying to get the best look. Okay, now you're starting to go into somebody else. Come back, preacher. Yes, I can stay preacher because that's who I am. That's the real me. That's the one that was contemplating. Am I starting to talk like a
theater major. I can't help it. I don't know. All I can do is be whoever it is I am at the moment. The moment, time. Sometimes I go into an adult child, said the actor, I guess. Okay, we'll go with him. An adult child that sounds like a simpleton. That's what I was. When I woke up from my stroke, I remember that moment. I'm going to describe that moment now. Even though I haven't cried, I wept. Was that the poet or the actor or the crazy guy? What moment was I going to describe? This happens to me. You might as well experience it. It was good. Don't make me review this tape to see what the hell you were talking about. All right. So you're going to talk about weren't going to cry. Nothing about crying. It was more than likely profound because I went into my actor voice. Is that what it is? Just voices? Oh, I was an adult child. Okay, you just got the amnesiac. That was real. What's just crap? Well, okay, I can at least go back and see adult child. Okay, the stroke. Oh, the moment I woke up. Was that it? I think it was. Well, anyway, I remember the moment too. And now that, Vicky and I are divorced, I remember a moment, maybe I had more than one, but the moment that's in this infantile brain that's been rebooted, reformatted, how many times, I don't know, was seeing, okay, she left a note that said, I need to think, I need to go and think. Okay. And I opened up the closet door near the front door and saw that in very early April, she took her winter coats. I felt I really did. I remember that. It was like right in the temples, I guess. It was above the ears and a little forward. Yeah, it was right here. It was in the temples. Okay. And the first time I've identified that. That's why you're seeing me do a discovery process. I just remember that. Boop. Whenever I describe it, it's always right here anyway. Okay, was that the analyst? Or was this me being retarded? Get over that word. Just get over words. Boop. And my dog, Misty, who, rest in peace, is another story that deserves her own right, licked my face. I mean, she woke me up. That dog never licked my face before, I don't think. I think Vicky can verify that. But that dog wasn't a licker. She never licked me after that, but she was scared. And the first thing I heard, besides that sandpaper tongue, licking my face and kind of glowing up my nostril a little bit. Yeah, I remember that. And then there was the ear. She gave me one of what do they call those things? A wet willy or something? What is a wet? Anyway, I'm going to get this. Oh, the first sentence I heard was this. You couldn't have run that in the ditch further if you had grabbed the wheel and jacked it over yourself. I know. What else you got? That was Dr. McGraw. And so, am I like a young duckling, a baby duckling. Mama! I don't know, but I started watching him. I started watching, you know, uh, Super Soul Sundays. Oh, those are good. Watch the one with Eckhart Tolle and the one with the I Am guy, Joel Osteen. Those two helped my reformatting of my brain, and a lot of TED Talks, TEDx's, or what I saw an X, but I don't know what the hell they were. There are people that talk for 15 minutes and they're pretty interesting, or you move on to the next one. So now that I'm done grieving over the day, or is that just for 6 minutes and 34, 35, 36 seconds? I don't know. But you've got to get your arm up on the table so you can prep for your tagline out, buddy. Did I just do something with mine? I gotta watch. One thing I've always said, Vicky did not like, and I'm not gonna say her name much. Vicky, mad at you today. Vicky, I forget what I was gonna say. How about we just wrap this thing up, call it a day, move forward, always. Time is a straight line. It's linear. It's not a loop. People think they have these, reincarnations. They do, but it's a straight line. You'll understand when you pass on from this earth, when your essence and your soul join together, they merge together, and then they join with time. Ooh, big surprise. How, you don't know that? Really? That's not just a fact? Of course it is. You humans, please. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time and my observations. You're going to be okay. Keep going. Have a great today. You have a great today. You have a great today. Love you, man. If called by any other name, a rose is still a rose. Its scent may fade, but not in my memory. Rose shall always be bright, growing towards the sun. Beautiful and happy. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time and my observations. Have a great today. Someone tell me if you've heard this before, because maybe my mind already knows it and I'm thinking of it again. How do you find a snake in the grass, a mole in the mountain? How do you flush out a rat? Does this idea sound familiar? I mean, if you just have a few confidants and you're worried that they're telling other people the things that you're telling them. If it's just a few people, I think it would be easy. You would get them, meet with each one separately in a short period, in a period of time that's close together, and tell each one a different version of a story that you just absolutely cannot have come out, and you want them to promise or whatever, non-disclosure, whatever it is.
You tell them each a different story. So whichever story leaks, you know which one's your mole, your rat, your Judas, your priest, Judas priest. That was an attempt at humor. Not too good at that, according to the answers, the average poll of ex-wives of mine. So really, would that flush out the guilty party? Have you heard of that idea before? It sounds basic, right? Is that kind of like telephone or where you tell secrets and it goes down the line and it changes? But you don't know where that change was. All right, maybe I'm thinking this too much to death, but it seems to be what I do. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. And my observations, I'm always happy. So, ciao, baby. So after I got done eating, I was thinking, well, I've got to go wash my utensil and my bowl. But I just wanted to mention something really quick. I own a straw. It's a green straw, ceramic. I love my straw. I'm hearing things. I'm hearing things, not just outside, but I'm hearing things from you humans about straws. I hear that you have some type of rebellion against them. Well, I'm here to tell you, lay off my straw. I don't hurt anybody with my straw, and I can carry it legally. I actually have a case for it that I put it in. I won't even put it on camera because I don't want you to see it. Because you know what? If I pull my straw out, I'm going to use it. It may not be pretty. Now, I don't carry my straw into, say, bars because it's against the law, isn't it? Didn't you pass a law about straws not being carried? I've been experiencing prejudice along this line. Okay, I don't need to carry my straw. I can sip with the best of them. I don't need a straw. Besides, I don't want to hurt anybody with it. Because when I pull out my straw, like I just said, I'm going to suck something. Okay. Sippers don't really like straw users or straw owners because they may not even know I own a straw unless I pull it out. So straw owners sometimes don't like sippers either. The sippers seem to be a little haughty-taughty, they seem to perceive. So this is my suggestion. I think that the sippers and the suckers should get together and work things out. Try to learn something from each other. You might be able to come up with an agreement. Just a thought and another Preacher Max moment in time as the countdown clock finally fallen on my sanity. It's possible if I learn how to speak. Ciao, baby. I'm having fun no matter what I'm doing. Raisin bran. I'm trying to eat on a regular basis now.
If my iPhone didn't tell me you need to eat right now, it didn't. I was just finally hungry after a couple of days, nibbling on stuff, you know. Anybody that knew Keith, talk to him like he's a third person. He used to put a lot of sugar on his cereal. I want to know why. Any of y'all know me and think you might know. I'll listen. There's Raisin Bran. And it's one of the highest concentrated sugars out there, even though you can't taste it because it's not on the surface of everything. It's inside the raisins, the candied raisins that are then sugared. I like it. Oh, you're gonna only eat occasionally. Make it grand. This was my grandfather's. It's called depression glass. If you go to Gurney Mills over there in Gurney, when you go in the main entrance, you're rolling over his farm where this was kept. I love that farm. But anyway, I guess I like to kill two birds with one stone. Talk to myself while I eat. Not only difference from before is you. This has been another Preach Max moment in time. And my observations.
I have to do this, and I have to do this real quick because I'm thinking about it. Whenever my phone rings and I say, hello, and it's a computer, I hang up. I don't care what it is. I don't care who it is. I don't care who they want me to be transferred to. I will not hang on, hold for a computer. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time and my observations. Have a great day. Just don't call me if you're a computer. Ciao. The days are numbered for that smoke. Woo, doggy. That's nasty. So there's a reason why I do these things, and there's a reason why I do them more than once a day. The reason why that I do these things that some people may not like, some people may, who cares? It's to memorialize my memories. Who knows? I don't know what the future is going to hold. I might have some gifts, but I'm not a prophet. I really can't read minds or anything. So it's even hard enough to read mine. So I'm memorializing my memory so that not only I will remember it later, but I won't have to tell these stories ad nauseum. I want to be able to get them out there, not to you. I don't care if you watch these. Turn it off. Defriend me. I don't care. This is life. I have a direction and a path, and I'm going to do it. So that's why I do these things. And you should also know that my attention span, my concentration, my focus is right now at about 20 to 30 minutes. So I have to schedule my day in 30-minute lots in order to get things done. So that I've got a schedule where every half hour my iWatch gets a hold of me. No, I'm not going to hang myself. I'm just picking up some refuse. And it tells me, you got to go do this. You got to go do that. And I do it because I don't have time to waste. Time. So that's why I do what I do. It's for a reason. I don't care if anybody likes it or not. I'm going to do it regardless. So hope you're a part of my life. If you're not, thank you for not wasting my time. So I might talk frankly, but it's not to hurt anybody. If you're hurt, that's your baggage, not mine. So adieu, auf Wiedersehen, haben Sie einen guten heute. Ciao, bueno, and bellas. Have a great today. And this has been a Preacher Max moment in time, whether you like it or not. Love you, really. It's honest, it's fair, and it's transparent. Ciao, baby. That's right. I only eat when I talk to you guys. It's actually the only time I eat. Hey, I just had to make a real quick one after that heavy crap I laid out on the table. There's something that I would like to request. If you see a friend that has like a hair sticking out in between their eyebrow and their eyelash, like right here, and it's like sticking out this far, tell them. Just tell them. Say, hey, I'm gonna put my finger by your face, if you don't mind. I'm gonna take that stray hair because people are looking at it and wondering if you're like crazy. Well, that's still, yet to be determined. Not really. The other thing is, I took care of this myself. Proud of myself. There's some hairs in my nose. Wow, I need to check my ears. Crap. Frank Lloyd Wright's grandson was my mentor for 15 years or so. Thomas Christensen, you might know him, TRC Design Group, Kenosha, Wisconsin. I'm sure he's long dead. He is. But he had these tufts of white hair coming out of his ear. Poof, like bamboo, man. There's a poof. I mean, they were stiff. You could have cleaned something with those things. And I would ask him, I'd say, Tom, because this is in the vein of what I'm saying. Tom, your ears, they're alive. Want me to kill them for you? I love that man. Oh, he looked just like Frank Lloyd Wright. If you knew him, you know what I'm talking about. But anyway, I talk about time a lot. And that was a maximum moment in time. Please. Can you see it? It's right there. You see somebody with a booger sticking out of their nose. Tell them, for goodness sake. I know you tell them if there's like toilet paper on the back of their pants or skirt or whatever the hell it is. But it's funny. You just want to laugh and giggle, and they don't know what you're doing, but come on, be nice. Tell them. Okay, laugh first, then tell them. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. And my observations. Have a great day. I'm hitting the shower. It's calling my name. Ciao, baby. You know how they say, a day late, a dollar short? Well, kind of getting that. I mean, I know I'm different now. I have to be. I mean, the easy explanation is to say this. I had open heart surgery, and the surgeon, my heart was 52% dead and hard. He found bad tissue inside my heart, and he scooped it out. How many people do you know that had the rotten part of their heart taken out? And then he found muscles that had never been hooked up before, ever. And he hooked them up. I'm having experiences that I've never had before. I'm learning things. I'm able to step back from myself and watch myself, because that's the only way you can change. That I've learned so far in this fresh mind, because I had a stroke 6 months ago, and the heart thing was over a year ago, and it took a long time for my body to readjust. But I have a new body type. I mean, I was 215, 220 for decades. Now I'm 155, 160, and I'm comfortable and a little not easier to get around because my vascular disease in my legs, where you took the veins out of, it doesn't have good circulation, so they hurt and I can't walk very far. But the point of making this is I understand some of my previous life's behavior and don't like it at all. But something I when you have somebody that's as close to you as my wife and I have gotten, and I still refer to as my wife. I mean, I know she's my ex-wife, but I'm just gonna comb my hair. Comb. But I think one of the biggest problems was anticipating how I would react to things, because I would react badly. The best indication of future behavior is past behavior. Dr. McGraw. And he's right. Except for me a little bit, because now I'm learning, because I'm actually a different person. Physically, mentally, because I've died so many times I couldn't count. My heart stops every day. I know some of you stop breathing at night. I do too. Yeah, it's great. No, it isn't. But my heart stops, and sometimes it's for a little while, and I have a seizure, and I go somewhere else. Talk about that some other time. But the point here that I'm trying to stay on with myself is, now, if I just be good in everything that I do, nobody can anticipate me acting badly or reacting badly. Correct? That's what I think. That's why I'm ending this thing right. Because just don't give somebody the opportunity to say bad crap about you. Because if you know you are living as right as you can, then what does it matter what anybody else thinks? It doesn't. So I can move forward, not worry about that. It's okay to learn from the past, but don't live there. Move forward. I'm moving forward. I got a lot to do. Let me tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to build hospices. It's a calling of mine, and I'm going to do it. I'm a construction expert. I know how to get everything together, everything. And so half of everything I make is going to go into the Baby Boomer Hospice Fund, which is a charitable organization I'm starting. So now you know how I'm going to react. I'm going to react positive. I'm going to react genuinely. And I have a goal, because I don't think people should work their whole life to spend it all to die. So nonprofit, anybody that works with me will make the amount of money that that profession says, but it'll be a calling for them too. And so they'll want to help me. So that's the direction I'm going in. I have a direction. I like the direction. I'll do the direction. I see my direction. The path, though, changes. Like I say, the future always changes just before it arrives. It's always today. Tomorrow never comes. So deal with today. Today. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time, and my observations. Have a great today. Life is amazing.
Hi, I didn't mean to interrupt the movie or anything, but I got a question. Um, so I was talking about yada yada pi and prime numbers. I'm wondering, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, blah 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 blah. And then 2, 4, 6, 8 aren't. What's zero? It's not a prime number because a prime number is only divisible by itself and one. Zero is not divisible by one. Wait, is it? So 0 divided by 1 is 0. So does that mean 0 is a prime number? Or no? Somebody help me, for God's sake. Can I please talk to like a physicist and a theologian? Hey, I need somebody to teach me some classical instruments in a short period of time. Anybody up for it? Short period. You know, I don't really play cello. I just bought one so that I can learn it. But I can learn it in like 4 weeks. First week, beginner. Yeah, sure. Just teach me the basics and then I'll take it from there. I'm rambling. 0. Coke Zero. All I really have here is a Diet Coke because they were out of Coke Zero. Oh, you should call them. It was the the place with the tornadoes. The place with the dinosaur blood in the tanks that you put in your thing. Oh, I'm getting off track here. 0. Coke Zero. I'll check my mail tomorrow. This has been another Preacher Max moment in time. Thanks. See you. Bye.
My mother died at the age of 56. I witnessed her last breath. For more than 20 years, I have fretted that I may not outlive that age. I was correct to be concerned. On June 3rd, 2018, I turned 1 year old. My brain is still reformatting from the trauma of going through the process of my own demise. The today I currently find myself in is not my own. My death is a marker for my soul. The memory of those last minutes are as vivid as I relive them fresh, often. Time merges with my present-day consciousness. My closed eyes jolt to the back of their sockets. Today is no longer this one. I awoke lying on a gurney in Florida Hospital Altamont Springs emergency room. My panicked vessel noticed a spirit hovering above my spasming corpse. It was me. Calm. Eyes clear without intent. Loving, yet serious. As the experienced staff began intubating my lungs with a hard plastic pipe, my gag reflex brought my mind's eye to the top of my stomach. Ready to heave north out of my nauseated confines, I started to ride the wave of my existence. No, keep it down, Max. Keep it down. My auto impulse would not follow the stern voice yelling at me from beyond my confusion. Doctors and nurses, in their well-rehearsed frantic dance, used all their skills trying to keep me on this earth. The spirit above me began arching his back as if to yawn. His outstretched fingers and toes began emitting thin beams of light from their extremes. The light was bright, warm, inviting. My spirit's opening mouth revealed a new rainbow of visible waves that are indescribable. Colors I have never seen before started to wash through the room, blanketing my eyes. Rising rapidly was the wave of vomit that is about to invade my lungs. It will end my life. as I know it, as I perceive it. I was 56 years old. My essence shot out of the top of my head, joining with my spirit in a conscious journey through the cosmos. Confusion falls away. My newly awakened essence was overjoyed to see the infamous tunnel of light. Approach to Home is the title of many paintings of this scene that I have painted. Am painting. Will paint. Time is joining itself with me. Time. Time memoriam. My essence began to experience a brightness of white that was foreign yet familiar. Its intensity was powerful. I did not need to squint to see. There is a huge white screen in front of me. The top is barely visible. My focus shifts to the left and sees it's not a screen at all. It's a wall. A very long empty wall. My memories that are no longer with me, maybe? Is this the state of my mind? Time. This is time. My time is empty. Wait. I see stuff. Blurry. Shadows. Wonderful silhouettes. Life is amazing. What have I been doing with this special opportunity? It's blank. Why? Faint shadows of a wonderful, fulfilling life pass through it, fading from sight as it leaves me behind. Stop. Wait up. Confusion returns. I'm here. I have talent. Drive. Lofty charitable goals. I'm a good person. Nothing changes from my declarations. I will not just say it. I'll do it. I promise. Show me my path. Father, time. Please. My eyes rolled back to the front of my consciousness. My sheets are soaked with sweat. I picked my sputum-soaked hair out of the drool that was still leaking from the left side of my mouth. The small stroke I had had days prior was a surprise that I told no one about. Not that there was anyone to tell. Migrating to the bathroom, I got on the scale. 145 pounds. 145 pounds. I weighed more 45 years ago in junior high school. I lost a third of my body weight in less than a month. 70 pounds melted off me to reveal my new body type, which is now conducive to my remodeled heart's parameters. My missing stomach showed the sunken area just below my ribs. On my back, my spine stimulator pressed my skin out as I could see its defined shape strain to claim its space in its claustrophobic environment. When I prayed to God to expose my core for physical and spiritual strengthening, I didn't think he'd pick that prayer to answer. I jarred awake in the present moment as the titanium wire holding my chest together like a turkey popped and slid along my chest plate. A frequent adjustment made by my new physical properties. I don't usually jolt awake from that though. Ah, yes, I've been asleep for 4 hours. My new daily sleep limit. No matter the level of discomfort, My mind and body is up 20 hours a day. Learning, relearning, discovering, rediscovering, venturing out, relying on muscle memory, making new memories, wonderful new memories, living. I've decided I would rather feel pain and know that I'm alive instead of existing numb in wonder. Living. Finally. Let's go. Time to get on with it. Time. Time memoriam.
It's called a tornado. You get them at your local petrol station. They are quite delectable. I have to study the price, though. I'm pretty sure I'm eating the one for $1. The first one cost more for some reason. So I'm eating the second one first. I mean, come on. If you don't have much to eat and you have a tornado, be happy you have a tornado. If you don't like tornadoes, and all you have is tornadoes, it looks like you're eating tornadoes. I'll share, sure. You want some barbecue sauce on it too? Here's what I do. There you go. You can have a rest. It's okay. I had the bites. The bites were good. You can have it, really. Man, we'll figure it out. How do you put it? They call it a tornado. If you don't have much to eat and you have a tornado, be happy you have a tornado. Now, if you don't like tornadoes and all you have is tornadoes, looks like you're eating tornadoes. Just put that bad boy in your mouth and let your taste buds decide. Pardon me. Good barbecue sauce. You want one? Here, you can have a rush. I had some. Really? You can have it. How do we? It's barbecue sauce. It's okay. I could have better. I think I had some Jamaican jerk somewhere, but Herb, hey Herb, are you from Jamaica? I don't even know why I'm here. But either way, this has been another Picture Max moment in time.
I've been down this road long before.
It's a tornado.
I've been down
Want some?
this road long before. Now
I gotta go. Bye.
breathing in, breathing out, is that the way to live? I have my down. down this road before. I've been down this road before. I've been down this lonely road long before. I don't know if I can take it. Don't know if I will make it. I've been down this road long before. I've been down this road long before. I've been down this road long before. Now breathing in, breathing out, is that the way to live? I have my